Hey guys, this is Corey Green. This is week 3 of our Objective C programming class, and I'm here to talk to you about my project. I'm going to walk you step by step with what's going on, and then I will show you what it does. So basically, we're here in my viewDidLoad um, function here, and basically I start off with declaring my integers, my NS integers, and then I have a initializing a string, which gets passed around through different functions. Um, I've got a return value function, which returns an is expecting an integer value, and then I have as its value the add function, which passes in number one and number two, which is up here, and then gets returned to this integer value. Then I've got an NS number, which points to this guy right here, new number from return value, and it's initialized with return value, uh, which is this guy right here. And then it gets passed into an NS string called bundled string, initialized with format, first string, which is this guy right here, and then new number from return value, which is this guy right here. So it's kind of flopping back and forth. Kind of confusing at first, but once you kind of look at it a little better, it's a little bit more clear. Then I created an NS mutable string, which I think I could have just done a regular NS string for. In fact, looking at it right now, I know that that's actually the case. So I initialize with format. That's another thing that I was kind of messed up on, was whether or not to initialize with format or initialize with string. And I wasn't getting the results that I wanted from initialize with string, so I would try out initialize with format, and more often than not, that would work. So I point to outcome, which would hold a string of variables that are the first integer value and the second integer value, but they're NS integers, so it's a little different. And then I call on my compare function, which compares the first integer to the second integer, and if it returns true, then I append a string of true to the pointer string outcome, and if it's false, then I append the word false to the end of outcome. So that's what this portion is all about right here. And then I take an NS string and I point to a final string, and basically it's bundling everything together and putting it into one final string. And then I call on my display alert string, or my function, which passes in the final string. And then that is actually what gets displayed to on the simulator. So I will show you here right now what this does. Come on, there we go. Okay, so my text box, and I will show you the functions down here. So display alert with string is what is getting called here for my text box. The initial title is my text box, and let's see, message is equal to string, which gets passed in through the function, and string is this entire thing right here. So my number is 179. The result that 45 and 46 are equal is false, gets passed into that function right there. So without further ado, I'm going to answer some of the questions. Explain how I use function separation for logically separate my application flow. Yeah, it basically made it so that I can divide all my stuff up into small little chunks, made it a little bit more manageable, and it was just easier. List a few things that I need clarified. I think with trial and error, I was able to for the most part, get everything down, so I don't really have any real questions. Um, I was kind of struggling between NS mutable string and NS string and what their difference is and what should be going on there, but I think I figured it out. Also, NS number itself was kind of confusing at first. I didn't know how to use it. Um, I was expecting to use a pointer or not, so I just realized that I'm not supposed to use a pointer. What do I think could have gone better? Um, I will show you one portion of it. My if and else statement, the instructions basically say to if both numbers are true, display true. If they're false, it didn't really say what to do, so I just put in both values to get passed in. So I think if I would have spent a little bit more time on that, trying to figure out what I could have done differently there, um, I think it would have gone a little better. So that's my project. This video is a little long, so I'm going to stop it right here. See you later, guys.